Okay, so what? Anyways, um, I've been wanting to make a YouTube for, I don't know, 14 years, roughly. I guess that's right. Is that how long YouTube's been on here? Since I was like 10-ish? 10 to 14 years, I don't know. Well, whichever one. Because 24 today. Awesome. What am I doing with my hands? I don't know. Anyways, I figured since I just constantly tell myself and other people, one day I'm going to make a YouTube channel. One day I'm going to make a YouTube channel. In turning 24, I feel like each year I just give myself new goals. And for 24, it's to start a YouTube channel. Because I've been saying I want to do it for so many years, so I'm going to start it. And this camera's not working, and I'm not any sort of a YouTuber, so I only have my phone to use. And I talk with my hands a lot, so we're just going to ignore it. But I figured, because it's my birthday today, an appropriate, video to start with, assuming that people will watch this. Probably nobody will watch it. And I'm just making this for myself, but it's fine. I figured an appropriate first video would be 24 things I learned in 24 years. So, let's get started. Number 1, be kind. Not to be fake deep and be just be kind to everybody, but be kind. There's a lot of mean in the world without you having to be mean to somebody. So my laptop is shining up on me. Anyways, just be kind to people. You don't know what anybody else is going through. And just because I know it's easy to have a bad day and take it out on other people, but you don't know what anybody else is going through. And they could also be having a horrible day. And just who I am as a person, I never want to feel like I made their day worse. So be kind to others. I think it's important, and I think you should too. Not that you care what I think, but I think everybody should be kind if they can. Number 2, a job is temporary. I've had a fair amount of jobs in the years that I've been working, and each job has been temporary. I've loved each job I've had, but they're temporary. Jobs come and go, and you can't put everything on hold for a job or be like, I can't do this because I have to work. Granted, I started a new job a few months ago, so with the holidays coming up, it's kind of hypocritical there because I'm I can't come home for the holidays because of my new job. I work the day before and I work the day after, so I can't. But a job is temporary, and if it means going on a family vacation that you're I just can't get out of work for it, or going to hang out with friends because you just work is more important. A job is temporary, and you need to make time for other things in life rather than just working. And I have a really hard time with that, and it's something I'm trying to get better at, but it's true. A job is temporary, and I've said that probably 10 times, but just to really make a point. Number 3, alone time is not bad time. I probably, up until last year or so, hated being by myself. I did not want to be by myself to any extent. I did not want to be my own company, to no end. I wanted somebody else with me all the time. Either to be with somebody else, to have a group of people, which is kind of funny because I actually hate hanging around huge groups of people, but I did not want to be by myself. And after a year, excuse me, yuck, I'm my favorite person to spend time with. I'm my favorite date for a concert, for dinner, for a movie. Alone time is not a bad time. You should be very comfortable with yourself. That is a very careful thing because you don't want to spend too much time by yourself. But it's not bad to be comfortable with yourself and being your company for things. And I think everybody should kind of get used, comfortable with being by themselves. Number 4, it's okay to not be okay. And I still have a hard time with that. And like, I am still working through it of like learning when I'm not okay and acknowledging it and doing what I need to do. But it's okay to not be okay. And I think sometimes more people just need to hear that not everybody is all right all the time. And that's perfectly fine. Which brings me to number 5. It's okay to get help to be okay. I know that I have had to come, like, get over this, like, personal stigma that I had with whether it be, like, medication or therapy or something like that. But since seeing a therapist, it's been 100% better. Okay, well, I feel like when the bar was already pretty low for myself, it's not that big of an accomplishment. But I have been better. I've gotten a lot better with a lot of bad habits and things mentally that needed to be worked on. So it's okay to get help to be okay, whether that be talking to somebody, reaching out to somebody, getting medication, whatever it is. It's okay to get the help that you need to be okay. Number 6. Life is too short to be proud to apologize. I know a lot of the time I personally let my pride get in the way of a lot of things. And I'm trying to get better at it. I really am, but I'm still really bad at it. But especially in the last 3 years, just had a lot of things that have really made me realize that you're going to get mad at people and things are going to happen, but at the end of the day, nobody's guaranteed to wake up the next day, and you shouldn't be too proud to apologize. Even if you feel like you really aren't the one who has to say sorry, you shouldn't be too proud to reach out and try to make amends if you feel like that's what you need to. Everybody's going to have regrets about some things one day, but I'm really trying to make it that some of my regrets are not, or are no longer that I never reached out to somebody and made that one of the last things I said to them be that I loved them, or that I forgave them, or things were okay between us. So yeah, life's too short. Apologize. Or don't let your pride get in the way of things, even if you don't have to apologize. Just forgive somebody too. I know sometimes that can be a problem too. Nobody wants to forgive someone because they're too proud. It just goes back to being kind. Just, life's too short. So don't let your pride get in the way. Number 7, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this one because it still makes me uncomfortable and I still have problems with it. But skinny does not equal healthy. And while like 5'10", 5'11", so like I've always been like skinnier and taller, just like smaller, it's really taken a lot to like come, just, I don't even know how to really get past this one, but skinny doesn't equal healthy, and you should listen to your body and give your body the things that it needs because it's important. And I really just don't know how to, like, a better way to say take care of your body because it's important. Skinny doesn't equal healthy. It doesn't. Just because you're a size 0 doesn't mean you're your healthiest. You could be your healthiest at a size 0, but that's not always necessarily true. And I just think people need to hear that sometimes. Number 8, do things that scare you. I recently, my New Year's goal for 2019, it is 2019, was to do more things that scared me at least like once a week. And I've been really bad at that. But I think it made up for it because I moved 4 states away, and not for like school or anything. Like a lot of stuff turned bad for me fairly quickly. So that makes it sound like I ran away. I didn't run away. It worked out that I could move. And so I moved 3 states and 4 hours away, and it terrified me. And everybody called me really brave for it, but I did it, and I don't regret it. These past 3-4 months have been pretty good. There's been definitely some downtimes, but it's been a good time. So do things that scare you because they're usually a pretty great time. And it's not always going to be fantastic, but I think that if I did not do some of the things that scared me, I would have regretted not doing them more because the outcomes would not have been what I wanted them. That sounds stupid. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Number 9, you should find a hobby. Even sometimes, like, when I think about a hobby, I'm like, that's not a hobby. But I love to bake and cook. The kitchen is my happy place. That sounds really stupid, I know, but I am not a stress eater. I don't tell that to anybody. I am a stress baker. If I'm stressed or I'm worked up or whatever it may be, I like to bake. Whether it be cookies, brownies, cakes. They don't always turn out looking the best, but it gives me like a solid hour to just kind of relax and not worry about whatever's stressing me out. So find a hobby, and it's fine if other people think it's weird or they don't like it or they just like don't get it. It's not their hobby, it's yours. You should find a hobby that makes you happy. I think that's important. Number 10, you're not gonna get what you give in. You're not always gonna get what you give in return. And I personally always try to find the best in people. Like, I really tried my hardest to always see the best in people, but that's like to a fault. And it's just not gonna happen. Sometimes I give 100% to people and I know that they're not even gonna give me 30 back. But I think that you should still give 100 if you can. I'm not saying everybody deserves it, but I think that sometimes you should give, even if you know you're not going to get it back or get it in return. Just kind of goes with like the preschool golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. You just, I don't know, just like be helpful and stuff. I really don't know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't know how to say it. But that's my whole life of ever trying to talk to somebody. Anyways, moving on. Number 11. Love is a verb. Actually, I want this tattooed. I don't know where yet, and I don't know when I'm going to get it done, but I want it as a tattoo because I love this. Love is a verb, and that sounds really stupid to say, and I've had people tell me it's stupid, but I don't think that it is. You can say I love you all day, and I truly believe that, like, you can't say it enough. But actions do speak louder than words sometimes. And just because somebody says that they love you does not always mean that they're going to be doing things to prove that. And so love is a verb. It's an action. It's a thing you do. And to love someone. Also, because love is a choice. Like, it really is. You have to work for love to love somebody. You can be in love with somebody, but to love them, you have to work at it. And it's hard. And it's not easy. But love is a verb, and I just think sometimes people need to remember that actions speak louder than words, and I don't know, just if you love someone, you should show them. Make it shown, not just say it. Number 12, family is more than blood. I feel like that's self-explanatory. I don't have a lot of friends. That sounds sad. But my friends are all great. And I know that if I called them in the middle of the night with an issue, they would come help first, ask questions later. So, and I consider them my family. Family is more than just blood. That's the extent of it. That's self-explanatory. I don't have to go into a lot of detail there. Whatever. Food is good, and eating is good. And taking care of yourself is very important. It's number 13. So, again, that one's kind of, oh my god, excuse me, self-explanatory, but I feel like too, but a lot of my things that I find are important, or a lot of the things on my list here, I just feel like I wish I had more people telling me them over the years, and maybe my problems wouldn't have been as much as they were, or they wouldn't be as hard to deal with now. Not to say that it's anybody's fault, because that sounds like I'm blaming people. I'm not, but I just feel like I personally could have used to hear a lot more over the years that food is good, Eating is good for you, and taking care of yourself is important. It's very important, whether that be eating right, getting enough water, getting enough sleep, or working out, or doing whatever it is. Personally, I love to go to the gym. I can't believe I just said that, but I do. It's my hour and a half time to myself that I get to focus on myself, take care of me. It's my meditation time, so to speak, because I get to focus on me, and I put in my headphones and I do my workout, and I just get to like de-stress for 45 minutes to like an hour and a half roughly. But you should take care of yourself and your body because you only have one, and it's important. 14. You never, this has gotten me through so many rough days, and a friend told me it, and it really just, it's stuck with me since she told me it. You never have to repeat the same day twice, ever. I don't care how bad one day is, like it can be the absolute worst day, and you can go and have another bad day tomorrow. But you never have to repeat your first horrible day. Like, a bad day never has to be repeated twice. I realize like bad days come and go and it's inevitable, but your worst day never has to be repeated. Because it's real life, not a movie. That it's like Groundhog Day where it just keeps repeating. You never have to repeat the same day twice. And that's it. 15. I literally wrote, for the love of God, ask for help when you need it. I am so awful at just wanting to do everything myself and not ask for help and not need help and like tell myself I don't need help. I like to think I'm very independent. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's my birthday, so I'm still getting birthday texts and whatnot. It's okay to ask for help. I'm a perfectionist, and I like to think that I'm very independent, and I really like to do a lot by myself, but at the end of the day, I'm really trying to learn how to ask for help when I need it. And I have gotten a lot better. I will give myself that, but I still have a very long way to go, and I know that. So, my cat is just sitting here. 16. You're allowed to have a bad time, and you're allowed to complain about it. Everybody is going to have something worse than you. Even celebrities that have like a really bad, like fantastic life, they have bad days. They have bad things happen to them. They're allowed to complain. I complain. I don't like to, but I do complain sometimes. And I know that there are people that have had way worse things happen to them in life than what have happened to me. But you're still allowed to complain. And it's okay. And to be fair, if you never complain about it ever, no one's even going to know what you're going through to try to help you or to make it better or just to be a shoulder for you to cry on. You're allowed to be upset about things, and you're allowed to like vent and complain and let people know when you're not having a good time. It's okay to complain. Number 17, you can't please everyone. You really can't. And I very much like to please everybody, and I really like to try and do what I can to make everybody happy, but not everyone's going to be happy. Someone could give you a step-by-step sheet of what they want you to do from A to Z with every single step, and you could follow it to a T, and they're still going to be upset with you about something. Everybody has somebody like that in their life, and it's just a fact. You can't please everybody. So I think you should try to please most people. I don't think that you should go through life with this vendetta just to like piss everybody off. If you want to, that's your prerogative. I mean, do what you want in your life. But for me personally, having to come to terms with the fact that as a people pleaser, not everybody's going to be happy with me. It just is what it is. Number 18. This kind of goes back to love is a verb, but it's fine. You can't say I love you enough. If you truly love someone, you can't. There's been many days where I've had a really rough time and it's been really bad for me, and to have somebody tell me that they love me really makes it better. Even if it's just like a small text reminder to be like, hey, hope you're having a good day. Just a reminder, I love you. You can't say I love you enough. Some people need to hear it more than others. Some people don't hear it enough. I I probably annoy a lot of people in my life because I say I love you a lot to them, but I just don't think you can say it enough. And I know that sometimes people just need to hear that they're loved and wanted. So that's that. 19. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy, and not everybody has it. Not everybody has one, not everybody has both of them. It's hard. That was a stupid face I made at the camera. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Sometimes people just aren't gonna care about you, and it sucks to say, but it's true. You should be empathetic and you should be sympathetic, I think, but not everybody has both of them, or any of them at all, for that matter. Just is what it is. 20. Communication is key. I suck at communicating, like a lot. And I really, that hurts, cat, as you call me. I'm trying my best to be better at communicating, but just like, I'm horrible at it. Especially because after a certain point, if I feel like it's an argument, I'm just going to shut down. I don't like to argue. But communication is key, and I think it's important to figure out what communication is for you or whoever, whether it be your friends, your parents, your significant other. Communication is key, and you should talk about things with people. That sounds stupid, but it's true. 21. Another one that I really have a hard time dealing with, but it's true. Sometimes things just don't work. They just don't, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever it is. And you may try your absolute hardest to make it work. Like, you may do everything in your power to make it work, but sometimes it just won't. And it's really hard to come to terms with that fact. Can you please let go of my sweater? God. But it's true. It's not necessarily your fault. It's not necessarily the other person's fault. It's just sometimes they don't work. And you just gotta move forward. And it sucks a lot, but it's true. Sometimes they don't work. 22. Spend the $5 within reason. Spending $5 to get ice cream or to buy yourself a new pair of shoes on sale or whatever it may be, or to get Taco Bell to treat yourself. Spend the $5. Just spend it. If it's something small and it makes you happy, sometimes the best things are $5 things that make you happy and really just get you through the day. 23. You cannot change the past, and you should not dwell on it. I do each night because I have anxiety, and so as I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep, I will dwell on every mistake I made for the whole entire day. It's what I do. I hate that I do it. I try not to do it, but it's what I do. But you can't change the past. The past is the past. There's no going back to change it, to fix it. It is what it is. You can't change it, so just acknowledge what happened, learn from it, move forward. It sounds stupid, and it sounds pretty self-explanatory, and duh, why wouldn't you do that? But it is what it is. Just, it happened, learn from it, move forward. 24, last one, biggest one that I really just tell people all the time, and I think is important. You can't care for others without caring for yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to be selfish sometimes, and I don't like to be selfish, but you really you can't help others without helping yourself first. And I'm the person to just give and give and give and give. But it's just what it is. You have to help yourself before you help others. So, okay, that's really all I have to say. And I don't know how to end this video. But that's 24 things I learned in 24 years. So, I guess this is where it would be like, if you watched this whole video and you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. I don't really know what other type of videos I'll be making for this channel, but I'm really going to try my best to keep it up because, like I said, I've been saying I wanted one or to make a YouTube channel for so many years, and so now here I am. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If not, I don't really care. I just made it for myself. Okay, say goodbye, Smudge.